The silent guardians of Easter Island had watched over countless generations of humans throughout history. But they would soon witness another kind of wonder, the unearthing of one girl's long-buried dreams. Young Lalani always felt different from the other children on Easter Island. While they dreamed of traveling off the island, she longed to understand the island itself, the remote speck of land in the Indian Ocean that had been home to her ancestors for centuries. Her fascination began with the moai, the giant stone statues that dotted the landscape. But unlike many islanders who saw the moai as symbols of their heritage, Lily wanted to know who made them and why. She would sit for hours tracing the lines of their weathered faces, memorizing their stoic expressions. As she grew older, her dreams expanded beyond the island. She devoured books about distant countries, imagining the bustling cities and foreign landscapes described in the pages. When she was 16, her parents sent her to study in New Zealand. At first, she struggled with homesickness. The towering skyscrapers of Auckland felt alien compared to the humble houses of her island home. But Lily persevered. She excelled in school, winning awards for her studies of Polynesian history. She also developed a passion for archaeology, spending hours in museums tracing artifacts back through time. Through her studies, Lily learned about explorers who had stumbled upon Easter Island centuries ago and stolen rare artifacts, leaving behind only empty pockets in their wake. This ignited a new determination within her. She would become the first Rapa Nui to earn a degree in archaeology. But when she told her parents of her plans, her father shook his head sadly. "My daughter, you chase after knowledge like a moth to a flame, but what will you find? Broken pottery and old bones. There is no money in such pursuits. You must think of your future." Her mother reached out to stroke Lily's hair, but the touch only made her wince. Her parents dreamed of a safe, stable life for her, perhaps as a teacher or a nurse. Archaeology was too unpredictable, too closely tied to the island's history of poverty and political turmoil. Yet Lily's determination would not be swayed. She returned home after earning her bachelor's degree to begin her master's studies in Honolulu. Determined to prove her parents wrong, she began excavating a site on the island not far from her childhood home. Armed with nothing but a small grant, a few shovels, and endless enthusiasm, Lily assembled a team of fellow students and some curious locals. As weeks passed without any major discoveries, doubts crept into her mind. Had she disappointed everyone by choosing this impractical career? Just as she was about to give up hope, something remarkable emerged from the soil. A single shard of hand-carved bone, so intricate it seemed almost magical. Lily's heart raced as she carefully brushed dirt from the artifact. It was a pendant depicting the island's sacred bird, the molamula, crafted with such precision it must have taken months to complete. The discovery made headlines around the world. Suddenly, Lily's name was on everyone's lips and her phone wouldn't stop ringing. The media called her the Bone Carver Girl, though she preferred the nickname Bird Girl because of the Malamala pendant. She became the first Rapa Nui ever to earn a full scholarship for her doctoral studies at Cambridge University in England. There, surrounded by the world's greatest archaeological treasures, Lily's determination only grew stronger. After graduating with her doctorate, she returned to Easter Island determined to unearth more secrets from its past. She received funding to conduct ground-penetrating radar scans across the island, hoping to locate previously undiscovered sites. The results revealed a network of buried structures beneath the island's surface. With newfound support, Lily assembled a larger team, including Dr. Catherine Alvarez, a renowned expert in ancient Polynesian history. Together, they uncovered evidence of a sophisticated society thriving on the island long before the moai were erected. Lily and her crew found carefully crafted tools, remnants of dwellings, and even a ceremonial altar suggesting a culture far more advanced than anyone had anticipated. The findings sent shockwaves through the academic community. Scholars once dismissed the idea of Easter Island having a rich prehistory. Now they were forced to reconsider. Lily's reputation grew along with her research. Soon, colleagues from around the world sought her expertise. She traveled to Hawaii to advise on excavations at Puloko and to Samoa to examine petroglyphs in previously unexplored caves. Through it all, Lily never forgot her roots. She established a museum on Easter Island showcasing artifacts from her excavations, which had been looted by foreign collectors. Each exhibit was designed to immerse visitors in the stories of the island's past, hoping to inspire the same sense of wonder in them that had captivated her as a child. One day, while examining newly unearthed fragments of tapa cloth, a type of bark cloth used by islanders for centuries, Lily noticed an inscription unlike any she had seen before. The pattern was too precise to be purely decorative. It was a map. With Dr. Alvarez's help, Lily deciphered the map, which indicated the location of a hidden cave system beneath the island. Armed with machetes and flashlights, they assembled a team to explore the caverns. What they found inside defied imagination. The cave walls were covered with detailed petroglyphs depicting the island. History from creation myths to scenes from daily life. It was as if the island itself was sharing its memories with those who dared to listen. News of the discovery brought thousands of visitors to the island, but Lily refused to capitalize on the attention. She kept access to the cave restricted, allowing only small groups in at a time. She knew that mass tourism could easily damage the fragile site. One evening, sitting at the entrance of the cave with her team, Lily shared her dream for the island's future. "We have so much more to learn, so many more stories to uncover," she said, her eyes shining with excitement. "Imagine what we'll find next." Her team laughed, exhausted but exhilarated by their discoveries. As the years passed, Lily's work transformed Easter Island. Once dismissed as a primitive relic, it was now recognized as a cradle of civilization. Students from around the world flocked to the island to study under Lily's mentorship, eager to learn from the brilliant mind that had changed how history was written. Lily had proven her parents wrong. She had found beauty and purpose in archaeology, and in doing so, she had shown the world the true treasure of Easter Island, its people, and their indomitable spirit. The story of Easter Island's Moai had captured the world's imagination for centuries. The iconic stone statues had become synonymous with mystery and intrigue. Their origins and purpose debated by scholars and adventurers alike. But amidst the speculation and conjecture, there was one question that remained unanswered. Who had built the Moai? In 1918, a Norwegian adventurer named Thor Heyerdahl arrived on the island believing the Moai had been constructed by a pre-Columbian civilization from South America. His theory, based on similarities between the statues and Inca ruins, captivated the public's attention but failed to convince the academic community. Then, in the 1970s, British anthropologist Catherine Routledge proposed that the Moai were linked to ancient astronomical knowledge, pointing to alignments between certain statues and key constellations. Her theory added another layer of complexity to the puzzle, but provided little clarity on the statue's true nature. It was NT until the digital age that new discoveries began to shed light on the Moai's origins. Ground-penetrating radar scans conducted in the 2000s revealed networks of underground structures beneath several statues, indicating a level of sophistication in planning and engineering that belied simple burial markers. But it was the advent of DNA analysis that finally provided definitive answers. Researchers analyzing soil samples collected from around the Moai discovered a genetic link between the indigenous Rapa Nui people and ancient Polynesian settlers. The findings confirmed that the Moai were indeed constructed by the Rapa Nui, but raised more questions about the society's cultural evolution and technological capabilities. Despite centuries of speculation, the truth behind the Moai's construction remained elusive. Hidden beneath layers of myth and misinterpretation. But the pursuit of knowledge, much like the builders of Easter Island's great statues, endures, guided by curiosity and driven by the desire to understand the mysteries that surround us.